All right. So, hi everyone. Good morning and good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you are
Thank
in.
you. Time is relative, as told Albert Einstein.
Thanks, Johnny. So, we are. This session is more focused towards ImagineView, which is our flagship product, and we wanted to discuss about this product and also give you a quick glimpse of it in terms of how it works and what is the motivation behind it, and I mean what exactly we are doing with this product, right? And what is the benefit that you get if you are using this product? So you see there is a lot of wave that has been like now it is going on with generative AI, and it will go on for some time. So, but I think generative AI is just not a word in the overall industry, and you see a lot of things happening in this, specifically in the domain of generative AI. What we are planning to do is to utilize this opportunity and use generative AI as a technology to solve a lot of complex problems. The problems that are not really solvable using machine learning or deep learning specific algorithms, but rather leveraging LLMs. So this platform, which is we call ImagineView, is in synchronization with that goal of utilizing and leveraging the power of LLMs, right? Now, we already aware of generative AI as a terminology. We are aware of Chat GPT, but the thing that you do with Chat GPT is probably do not have any specific goal, or you might have a small task, like a task that you probably ask a small prompt, and that gives you an answer. But let's say if you have a lot of complex problems, a lot of complex prompting techniques that you need to solve along with your personalized data, that data you may be able to share it to a cloud platform, or you may not be able to share because of privacy reasons. Like for example, if there is a legal contract, or if there is a medical receipt, or if there is a medical information that is proprietary and not shareable, right? How do you deal with those information, right? So you can think of like doing a lot of chat with those information, using those information. So welcome Ramesh and Asta, so thanks for joining. um, so giving that idea that LLMs can take a different type of prompts, we leveraged LLMs, which is from GPT-4 and is an OpenAI GPT-4 model. We are also like using GPT 3.5 for certain things, but mostly it is GPT-4. So if you see this platform, ImagineView, and you would see that there are two tabs at the home page that gives you the access to the knowledge base miner and virtual assistant bot. These are the two right now. These are the two products that we have, and the knowledge base miner is our flagship product that you can like basically chat with any kind of document. You can chat with a PDF or a PPT or a CSV file or a document or a text, right? So you can upload multiple documents, you can upload multiple text files, or you can upload multiple documents along with multiple URLs to chat with, right? So that gives an kind of power of talking to any kind of document that is available today, right? So let's say if I take a example of like any Wikipedia page, so I can just take I mean I will do that PDF thing later. Let's say Wikipedia on um, um let's say football. I don't know how many of you know soccer or football, playing football. um, in India people are crazy about cricket, but um, I mean, so kind of let's say if I get that URL and put that here, so what it does actually in internally is when I click on this and when I say upload, the whole Wikipedia page is going to be scrapped and removed whatever unnecessary things. Mostly we keep everything except the images, because it the scrap is not really taking the images but probably the description of those images, and we are taking that information and creating a vector out of it. That vector is getting stored into our vector database. The vector database is sitting on our platform, and it is basically running through an API call, which is like this. Imagine GPT is making an API call and storing to that particular database. Yeah. So now that part is done. So we have basically scrapped the whole Wikipedia. We have converted them into vector, and then we stored it, and now you are ready to chat with it. Yeah. Any questions so far?
None, go ahead.
Okay. Thanks. So now let's say I have these, I mean, I do definitely need to know that what questions I will be asking. If I am uploading a PDF, if I am uploading multiple PDFs, multiple URLs, I should the questions that I would really want to ask to the chatbot, right? I mean, it's basically the context that you will pass in. So this is your primary context. Normally if you chat with a chat gpt, you are just asking a prompt, or you might be giving some small context in terms of text. You write it there itself in the prompt, and then you ask a question. Let's say I give a context about okay, help me with my resume. Yeah. And then you say like, my resume has this, or I have passed out in this class, or this in these colleges, or these are my degrees, right? And then you ask like, can you help me improve it? So it basically gets that context. So this works like in a rag architecture. This works like a open book for the LLMs. Now you provide that open book, so it will look for the information from here based on the questions that you ask. So let's say if I ask about the common elements, right? The common rules among the sports include, so there are like generally given as in there are few bullet points given, right? So let's say if I ask like, what are the common rules among the sports? So among the sports, I will say, I mean, I can ask in football, or also like it doesn't matter. Now once I ask it, it is going to take that the whole context, pass it to the LLM, and the LLM actually forms the output. It prepares the whole output that I mean, it will look better, and also as a summary. So it's just not scrapping from there, it is also making things little bit more organized. So now I got the answer, right? So two teams usually, so you see that the same thing that we were looking here. Now I want it, I want the LLM to also make it much better. So can you create a story out of the above response? So you see, this information is probably, let's say it's a Wikipedia, that's why it is available with OpenAI, but there is a PDF file which is not available with the, or the chat gpt, or the model that you LLM model that we are using. They are not really trained with, right? So in that case, this context is not really available to that LLM now, and we are feeding it externally to the LLM. So now see, this has created a story out of that, right? It utilized that information that we have here, and created a story. Now you can also limit the prompt and number of lines that you want, number of words that you want it to show, that you can limit with it. Yeah. So this is like pretty simple, straightforward usage of it. Now if you think of larger things, like let's say a PDF that will make much more sense. So for example, let's say if I take something like let's say PepsiCo annual report. Yeah, so this is in a very kind of available online document. I mean, I'm choosing something that I can easily present, not proprietary information. So there's a lot of text here, a lot of things that has been discussed. Let's say, for example, the table of contents, and then it goes with the whole I mean report. Now somebody may not have time to read 149 pages of report, right? It's kind of a lot of information. Now generally as a human, if you think about these kind of documents, it probably we kind of being skeptical about how do we kind of or how do we find time to read it, or you may not be able to put focus when you have a lot of things, a lot of other documents to read. As a context from the, let's say, from these reports, whoever is publishing this report, after publishing, let's say somebody has to create a summary, somebody has to get the report gist out of it. So you can actually use LLMs for that, for helping you read this, understand this document faster. Yeah. So let's say, I mean, how do we do that? I mean, I'll download this, and I'll create a download, and I'll just go here, go to add more documents, and I can just use that PDF, um, you know, and I just downloaded. I hope this is the name. Okay, sorry. So it has to be something presentation where it got. Just a moment, I'll get it here. Yeah. So yeah. Yep. And that got it. So now, once I select it, I'm not sure it has a lot of pages. So I hope it will be. So when I upload it, you see 147 pages are there. So that much of it's going to use that much of tokens when you are like sending that call. So you see here, I have a lot of tokens. I mean, this is a test account. When I send it, I'm going to utilize that much of tokens, and definitely when you are chatting, then also you are also burning some of the tokens from the allocated tokens that you have. So you might test, if you want to test it or try out with very like simple document or a web URL or something, and then you can actually. So it is pretty fast. 147 pages didn't take more than, I think, few 30-40 seconds maybe. So now I am ready to chat with it. Now let's say if um, I want the, probably, let me go here. Yeah. So what's the message to the shareholders from PepsiCo, right? So let's say if I say what's message, shareholders from PepsiCo. So it should be able to tell me they put it simply, 2022 was a stellar year for PepsiCo despite another dynamic period that featured difficult and unpredictable circumstances. Just talking about COVID and other stuff that impacted few things, and also some of the growth numbers, right? So now it is basically trying to get those information, and it is giving you the exact. Yeah, so you can see here PepsiCo highlights a strategic approach, Pep Plus, which has aimed to winning marketplace and making a positive impact on society. The company acknowledged the challenges faced in 2022, which is pretty good. Now, you can also think of combining multiple prompts and make it a little bit more complex. Like, um, can you summarize the 2022 PepsiCo report and um, and give me the five major highlights? Yeah. So this is like it's going to look for all the vectors which is related to the query, matching the query, passing those all relevant vectors to the LLM, and the LLM is combining and creating the whole response and basically sending it here. Yeah. So that's what we should be able to get. And that's why it's taking some time. So it's giving me an overall summary like company overview, operational footprint, challenges faced in 2022, corporate structure, future performance considerations, etc., etc. Right? So pretty good. Like if you think of like reading the whole PDF, it's going to take a lot of time. But rather, this is also a fun way of learning or knowing things. Like you are able to chat with the PDF rather than um, reading the whole PDF. Okay, this is just one example. I mean, any questions, anyone so far?
That's good for me.
Great. So imagine that I have one PDF, but let's say I want to do it with 10 different PDFs, right? And then things becomes more complex. And this is where I would say there's power of RAG and LLM comes into picture. So this is so far what you see as a demonstration. We are also adding, a feature that will help you see what file we have uploaded. So currently it doesn't list those files, but we have already like I mean implementing that feature to show and manage the document, so you can delete the uploaded document, so you can view the document, update the documents. So those things you can do from here. And you can also have a look here like how you are consuming your tokens and the number of tokens that you have. And based on that, like based on every query that you are consuming those tokens. So if I want to sign out from here, I can do it from here. So I'm not signing out right now, and I also want to show you the virtual assistant bot. So this is very generic bot. It doesn't know about PepsiCo report, or it doesn't know about the soccer or football game, let's say specifically that I am chatting. But this is more of a generic chat, and I might say like, hi, how are you? So you can basically do like what you do with a very generic chatbot, and you can do a conversation. Like you might ask something that is very open, like let's say what is the climate of North Pole or something like that. Yeah, so those kind of queries are very very generic queries that you can ask to a normal chatbot, right? So what is the climate North Pole? So, I mean, you are not giving any kind of context here, but rather one short prompting or a few short prompting that you are using for doing the conversation. Yeah. So sometimes these virtual bots are helpful, and when you want to do a chat with a PDF, you can go with the RAG-based architecture, and it's also going to consume less tokens. All right. So that's pretty much that we have. And if you go to pricing, so we have free C tier, which is you're getting 25K tokens when you subscribe for a trial. And all of them, the good thing about these subscriptions is like the free trial also you are getting GPT-4 access. Normally GPT-4 you need to purchase from ChatGPT to have an understanding, because you cannot use it in free GPT version. And then we have starter C, which is $20 per month, and we have Pro C, $200 per month, and we also have a yearly plan, right? So now let's say somebody has subscribed to $20 per month plan and they have exhausted at least 250K tokens. Then you can go ahead and buy the top-ups, right? So these top-ups are like you can have based on your usage, and you think that maybe it's using for personal usage. In that case, probably you don't need of that much of tokens, so you might just add some 25K tokens. And another good thing is that these top-ups are not going to expire. So let's say if you are purchasing this month and you still have 25K token, but let's say you got a new month with a subscription, so you will, the next month you get 250K tokens plus your existing 25K tokens, which you may have purchased just one day before your new subscription renewal. So this gets continued, and this never expires. So that's a good thing about the token until your subscription expires. So that's kind of a quick overview of the ImagineView platform and what we can do. And the other thing and good news is that we are also going to soon bring Llama 2 based models. So Llama 2 is an open source LLM, and the advantage that you have is right now we are using GPT-4, but definitely there are certain data that is going to GPT-4 as an API. But when we are using Llama 2, we will be managing things on our own platform, and it's not going the to the external APIs, I would say, right? And also, anyway, right now we are vectorizing it and storing it in our on-premise, on our platform, cloud platform. But once we have Llama 2, everything, even the prompts, are not going to outside the cloud platform. Yeah. So those are a few things, and a lot more other features are coming in. So that's a quick overview and understanding of ImagineView. Any questions from the audience?
One question
Yeah.
to me, Indrajit. So, how many total number of pages one can upload as of now? You tried 149 pages.
Yeah.
What is the total number of pages one can upload or get response from?
The amount of tokens that you have, so you can pretty much upload any number.
Okay.
It is going to take a little bit time, but you can upload any number. Basically, there is no limit to that.
Is there any timeout if it is too lengthy?
No, there is no timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't kept any limit because we think that normally people will not upload a book, but let's say if they do, it will work. But if they upload 2 books, 10 books, then I think it is going to consume all of the tokens. Let's say if they are in $20 plan, if they are in $200 plan, then it is going to take time. So that calculation probably will have to do that, how much time it is going to take if you are uploading, let's say, 1,000-page book or a 2,000-page book. Yeah, but no limit as of now, no time limit also.
Got it.
Yeah. Hi, Indrajit. One question a couple of questions, in fact, from my side. I'm just trying to understand how does this ImagineView platform is different from the typical Chat GPT, right? Where we can also probably upload PDFs, and I think all that is, if I'm not wrong, is possible, right? So how does it differ from the basic offering by OpenAI or maybe by Google Bard? Yeah. So what is the value proposition here is what I'm trying to understand.
So basically, the primary value proposition here right now, what differentiates is the vector DB that we are using. Yeah. So we are storing it in our local, in our cloud store. That's not going to be in the OpenAI. First of all, one of the things, and the other thing is that we definitely see there is a lot of lot of similarity with OpenAI, and not much difference. But we are going to add, as I said, Llama 2. We are also going to add a lot of other models that you can leverage out of that. So people might have a choice that if they want to go with an OpenAI based chatbot, or if they want to go with Llama 2 based. So people who are looking for more privacy. The other thing is that, as a small organization, we can always give that support and guidelines that how you are basically. If you think about non-tech people, right? For them, maybe prompting and also like utilizing this RAG architecture is difficult. Even if it is OpenAI, it's not straightforward. You just get a document and start doing the chatting. To really utilize the power of LLM, there are a lot of things that comes in place. So we are also trying to implement COT and chain of thoughts that basically helps you do complex prompting, and because that area is something that not really straightforward, right? So that's another aspect that we are trying to see as a differentiator from OpenAI.
So when you say you are storing it in a vector DB, I didn't understand that point. So are you saying we are so using from ImagineView platform, we are not invoking the OpenAI APIs right now, or I didn't get that point. What?
We are only doing the OpenAI platform. We are using that LLM, but the vectors that we have, we
Mhm.
using an VBAT vector, so that all the embeddings and the vectorization and the vector store is not going to OpenAI. That is in our VBAT platform.
Okay. And what about data privacy and all that? Because you're saying that the data, so basically, so if I'm not wrong, so what I understand is that whatever information I'm seeking will be stored in your platform. Is that what you're saying?
The PDFs and everything will be stored in our platform. Yes.
Okay.
The whole
So,
PDF is not going to the OpenAI.
so what about data privacy and protection? Is it again compliant as per the data privacy and protection standards? I know EU has got quite some standards in place, right? And I know maybe in India there is not much right now, but
Yeah,
just
but
wanted to
no,
know.
we are see, that's one of the challenges with GDPR, and because that those things takes a lot of time if you think of compliances. But we definitely would be working on that, because Vishal is working with a lot of lawyers in India, and for them the legal contracts, probably Vishal can give more context to you. But technical terms, I can tell you that getting those things done will take little bit of time, but we are working on getting that compliances also checked, so that people can trust about their documents not leaving our platform, and that can only happen once we have Llama 2. Yeah, Vishal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good question, Ashish. So I have spoken to almost 400 plus people on this, including 150 plus accountants and about 100 odd legal professionals. And their primary concern is, where is my data going? Second, uh, what all can I upload? Can I upload PPTs also? Can I upload Word doc also? Because they get all sorts of data, especially legal professionals. They get Word docs, CSVs, text files, whereas ChatGPT does not allow anything beyond PDF. Uh, if you have tried the GPT-4 version also, they don't allow beyond PDF or the Google Docs. This one will allow you CSV, PPT, Word docs, PDF, URL, videos, everything. So that's one difference. Second, uh, regarding privacy, as Indrajit said, when Llama has been done, so all data will be private to them. It will be only visible to their login IDs, and they will be able to delete the file as well, and it will get deleted on the server level.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. So Vivek, just one more question here. So what is the target audience for this platform? So why I'm bringing this point is because, I mean, at least I can tell you, in our company, we're not supposed to really put any say information related to say any application in any of these public platforms, right? Whether it is Bard or OpenAI, right?
Mhm.
So we basically have our own internal platform where, as I think, which is probably similar to what you guys are doing,
Mhm.
where we can use the LLM of our choice, right? We can use Bard, we can use Llama or whatever it is. Right? So maybe it is only text based as of today,
Mhm.
right? So just wanted to understand what is the target audience here.
What is your company sector, like domain?
So basically, so I'm from SAP Labs. So I think we work across all the domains, right? So
Mhm.
whether it is CRM or yeah, whether it is uh, things like managing your supply chain and all that, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
so I think
So,
yeah.
yeah, so uh, I am in talks with one of the top 8 companies, not 4. This is a European customer, and their concern is that they have got a query from one of their international banks for this kind of thing, and they said that if we develop it with OpenAI or anybody else, the APIs, it will take us easily 4 to 5 months. Whereas your product is ready, why don't we use it? And they will be back end will be ours, front end will be theirs. So, and data will remain on their server, not on not on the customer server, not on our server or the this brigade company.
Hmm.
So when data is remaining on premises, what's the issue? And this is a banking company,
Okay. Okay.
right? So that hindrance will not be there, I believe.
Okay. Okay, Vivek, thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Indrajit. Yeah. Great presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, any other questions?
Yeah, Ashta, Ramesh, which sectors are you coming from? I think Ramesh is from one of the system integrators. What about Ashta here?
Yeah, yeah, I am from system integration. Yes.
So, what kind of sectors are you handling in? What kind of issues you are facing there? If you in this kind of scenario, if you have come across any.
Uh, what kind of sectors are like pharmaceutical industry, one of them we are dealing with, and the other one is banking related, banking and insurance, and another one is facility management company is one of our clients.
Right.
So
So banking and insurance, we have already started discussions with. Pharmaceutical, I have personally tried to put 2,500 pages on it, and it worked. Although, as Indrajit is saying that it will take some time, it did take some time. It
mhm,
was slightly frustrating for that customer कि इतना time क्यों ले? But
mhm.
uh, still, they were able to get responses. So things are positive on that side. But have you tried this platform outside this webinar?
No, I haven't tried. I came to know right now. I mean,
Okay.
come back. I will try that. I think this legal and judiciary is a very
Right.
good use case for this,
Right.
because there are a lot of. I mean, the documentation is so
Yeah.
much that you don't go through all that you cannot,
Right.
and you can go through the correct places and pick up the
Sure.
really important notes and points.
Sure. Sure. So give it a try.
Yeah,
Create a login and give it a try today. I think you will love it.
yeah. I heard that a lot of automation is going on in the judiciary in India. I think this you can pitch for there.
Getting into Indian law system is very difficult. Any
Very
law system across the world, I think
I
it's
got
very
it. I've been working with public sector clients, and it's very difficult. I understand.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a
Live
lot of
there.
challenges,
Yeah. Sure.
not technical challenges, but the other challenges.
Right.
I think, and another thing, Vishal, I've been thinking is like once we have these challenges of document compliances, then I think we can like the lawyers can trust more in India. I mean,
Yeah. Right.
that's one of the things.
So I'll stop the recording.
Thank you.